Hi everyone, WoMaster is greeting you on our second webinar from Master in IIoT World webinar series. Let me give you a short reminding reference on WoMaster Group. WoMaster is an international group with over 20 years experience in providing rugged solutions for industrial data communication market. And one of our values is innovation, which means that we are among the world's pioneers in developing new technologies for IoT market. And we are eager to educate our partners and IoT system integrators on how you can implement new developments in your networks. So we are holding one seminar a month, and the topic will cover the hottest and the most prospect IoT spheres, such as smart city system integration, wireless redundancy, LoRa and LoRaWAN, network monitoring through IoT cloud platforms. All of this you'll be able to learn if you registered to the webinar series and will join all of the webinars. And of course, you'll get a Master in IoT World certificate. Please remember to notify us with your post address if you want a hard copy of the certificate, and we will send you it after you accomplish all of our webinar workshops. So today's lecture is WoMaster's PM Director Andrew Wang, and the topic is smart vehicle and fleet management. And here I give a word to Andrew.
Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew from the WoMaster PM team. I'm glad you could be here today, and thanks for your participation. The topic today is smart vehicle and fleet management. I'm hoping we can deliver an outlook of smart transportation and services through the agenda below. So my agenda will cover for the first market size for the connected car, and the service categories of infotainment, fleet management, and V2X for vehicle to everything. And I'm going to show you about WoMaster Smart Transportation Solutions. For the W329P series, dual radio with 12 voltage booster PoE router, and W316 GPS and LTE PoE router with Layer 2 RAN network. And finally, I'm going to show you about WoMaster IoT product portfolio and roadmap, and some information about the next seminar for the wireless over ERPS. So let's start from the addressable market of the connected car. As you may know, people spend a growing amount of time in vehicles. So during these journeys, drivers and passengers want to access information, communication, and entertainment service delivered via wireless services. Connectivity can enable, for example, on-demand music, navigation, real-time traffic status, remote diagnostics, automatic emergency calls, and many other services that can make your journeys easier, safer, and more enjoyable. So you can see that the revenue will be 4 times larger in 2022 than it is in 2060. So you can see that the overall market size in the 2012 will be about 145 US billions. So for the yellow part is for infotainment and telematics service. It's the largest market. And fleet management for the enterprise customer is a hot topic and keeps growing. And V2X for vehicle to everything is a new business for vehicle to communicate with other vehicles and infrastructures such as traffic lights, road signs, and so on, which are creating new service, especially for the auto drive. So it will evolve further with the deployment of 5G network. So let's see how the connected car service are categorized. Connected car service mainly divided into 3 categories, including the infotainment, telematics, and data-enhanced automated functions. Infotainment is the basic service mainly for the internet access to improve the driving experience during the journey through video streaming, Wi-Fi networks, local advertisement, and so on. And telematics service is the most popular star that attracts all the attention from the OEM vendors, MNO carrier provider, device manufacturers, solution provider, and other content providers, especially on the consumer market. The end user get features such as emergency connections, roadside assistance for real-time traffic status. And the UBI is the usage-based insurance for insurance company to keep track of the driver behavior and charge lower insurance fee for the good drivers. Fleet management is also rely on telematics service for better operating efficiency and productivity, especially for the logistics industry. It offers real-time visibility into virtually every aspect of fleet operations, including the driving performance, vehicle locations, fuel consumptions, traveling mileage, speed, and idle times. It is well accepted by both new vehicle markets and the aftermarket. And for vehicle to everything communication, which enables vehicle to communicate with other vehicles, traffic lights, toll gates, pedestrian, and so on. The main service now are ADAS, which means the Advanced Driver Assistance Systems to provide, for example, the blind spot detection for 盲点侦测, parking aid system for 停车辅助系统, lane departure warning system 车道偏离系统, and so on. So the ultimate goal of the V2X are to achieving self-driving. So in the long run, 5G network would be an essential technology to enable the solution of autonomous driving. Let's see the real applications for the infotainment services. 2 examples are listed here for different purposes of infotainment. For example, the entertainment and for the education. Some estimation shows that people spend an average of 52 minutes a day in their car in Beijing and 48 minutes in Shanghai. In some areas of the United States, students without reliable internet access at home find it harder to complete their homework assignments. So, regardless of the reason, connected vehicles should provide Wi-Fi hotspot service for the fundamental connectivity, and AO2.11ac for the gigabit Wi-Fi network has already become the main spec for the growing bandwidth requirements. 4G LTE as wireless WAN backhaul also requires LTE Category 6 for 300 megabit per second downlink to satisfy onboard cloud streaming requirements. GPS is also necessary to keep reporting the location data to provide, for example, the school bus location tracking by the parents. PoE is also a core technology for communication devices to provide a power service to the IP cameras, since the space is often quite limited for vehicle installation. And finally, consistent connectivity is the key to infotainment service because it can be smart without SIM card inside. Embedded SIM is a new technology for IC-type SIM card to replace the traditional SIM card to be able to survive in vibration environment. So, in summary, the communication device is the core of all connected car service, especially when it comes with the LTE plus Wi-Fi plus GPS plus PoE plus eSIM combinations. As I mentioned before, the fleet management is a hot topic with telematics to change the way the fleet manager operates their commercial vehicles. By collecting the GPS tracking along with the telematics information, provider can provide cloud-based management service. They can be accessed by desktop computer or mobile devices. While GPS is nothing new, advanced telematics offer fleet managers a wealth of data, including the fuel consumption, asset tracking with more and more sensors, such as the temperature sensor for the refrigerated car, the people counting sensor for bus, or even the PPMS sensor of tire pressure for the maintenance issue alert. All these sensor data are uploaded to the cloud for the advanced analysis through the wireless LTE routers. So the business owner are very happy, as you can see in the following statistics for the improvements in terms of productivity, routing, customer service, and vehicle maintenance. Operating cost is also reduced. And the mobile network operators, such as Verizon, Vodafone, are the key players in such service to provide the data plan to cloud management platform, mobile apps, and so on. However, with the limited industry knowledge, system integrator and device manufacturer are also important to compose of the complete ecosystem. And vehicle to everything for the V2X communication, which enables vehicle to communicate with anything outside the vehicle. It is an advanced concept for a connected car. So as you can see in the picture, vehicle to vehicle or vehicle to device or vehicle to the pedestrian has already formed the modern ADAS advanced driver assistance system, which you can already see at the advertisements when you're watching the TV. So vehicle to home or to grid is a new concept to make electrical vehicle to function as power source to a smart grid, a very creative idea for the power shortage problem by the connected car. So in the next, vehicle talks to infrastructure such as other vehicles, traffic lights, toll gates, pedestrians, to provide more and more real-time traffic status to foresee your journey. The applications such as intersection collision warning, traffic light speed advisory, road warning sign, emergency vehicle warning, or in-vehicle signage can also be supported through the vehicle to everything. So in the future, the ultimate goal is self-driving vehicles. With V2X technology, the real-time vehicle data will be collected by the onboard communication routers and gateways, and through wireless network, being processed to the cloud service and analyzed for correct information, and finally pushed back to the vehicles for the decision of the self-driving. So you can imagine that the ecosystem of connected transportation is huge, for hundreds of companies are involved, and it is still keep growing. From the cloud platform provided by the MNO carrier provider, telematics companies, vehicle manufacturers, and fleet management operator, sensor manufacturers, and even the insurance company are also in the ecosystem. So connecting smart cities with connected cars is the critical next step to provide the safety, to provide a higher productivity and efficiency, and provides more environmental friendliness for better life quality for the smart transportation. So with the knowledge of the previous slide about the connected car service, we believe a well-designed communication gateway or router will play the key role in the smart transportation. So I'm very happy here to introduce you WoMaster solution W329P series product for smart vehicle and transportation. WR329P series is a world exclusive design for the smart vehicle and transportation applications. WR329 is a cellular router and 12 and 24 voltage booster PoE in one LTE plus Wi-Fi PoE routing switch for bus and vehicle. So you may have a basic idea of how many features are integrated from the lens of the description. There are three main highlights. The first highlight is to combine 8-port PoE with dual radio LTE plus Wi-Fi connectivity with the Amazon AWS and the Microsoft Azure Cloud Agent inside. It is natively a replacement of traditional deployment with a multiple PoE switch and a wireless router, especially in the limited space for the vehicle installation. The second, 8 to 32 voltage power input is designed for vehicle power system. Moreover, a power booster to 54 voltage is able to power all kinds of standard PD devices. Third, WR329P series robust design is with EN50 121-4 EMC protection and wide operating range design from -40 to 75 degrees to provide non-stop service in harsh environments. So let's dig more features in the next slide. This slide shows the detailed product appearance of hardware configurations. As you can see the table on the left-hand side, the antenna installation table shows the antenna configurations. All-in-one outdoor antenna is also available to ease the installation requirements. We can also see that there are three main models for choices. For the WA329 is for wireless AP, come with dual Wi-Fi radio with IEEE AL2.11ac technology. WR329P wireless LAN LTE is Wi-Fi plus LTE router. And WR329-2 LTE equipped with the dual LTE modules for concurrent 4G connectivity. For mechanical, thin type design provides the outstanding heatsink, and system LED reveals overall system status. Besides, A-port PoE with AL2.3 AT supports are mainly for IP cameras. Moreover, 1 gigabit WAN port can be used for NVR uplink storage systems. And 1 USB extension port can be used for the configuration, firmware management, and external storage for the system logs. Up to 5 SMA connectors for a combination of the LTE plus Wi-Fi plus GPS. Dual SIM design can be configured to 1 LTE with SIM backup, or 2 LTE concurrent, 1 SIM for 1 LTE module. Besides, eSIM for embedded SIM is also supported for the third SIM. The power connector on the left-hand side provides 8 to 32 voltage to 54 voltage booster and DO functions. All the interfaces are designed in the front panel for the easy installations. So all the hardware configuration of WR329 are designed for vehicle installation and applications. To be able to provide all kinds of connected car services, as I mentioned earlier, let's check the software highlights. So let's start from the management. All WoMaster product can be managed through WoMaster utility from the LAN side. NMS network management system is also supported by the WoMaster. TACAS Plus and the Radius are for user management with a different privilege. Connected car service are in high mobility environments. So the auto offload feature is to switch LTE and Wi-Fi network automatically when vehicle is moving to save the cellular cost and improve the bandwidth at the same time. Cellular and WAN port is also redundant design to backup concern. Dual SIM backup or the concurrent LTE concurrent is also supported. Captive portal is a web login page for the connected passenger to be authenticated for the internet access. Various authentication services can be supported, such as the WeChat, such as Facebook, or the traditional remote Redis server authentication. From the redundancy side, the layer 2 management functions and the RAN redundancy are currently supported in the WR316 series, which I'm going to introduce later. It's designed mainly for the roadside traffic control applications. In the routing side, one-to-one NAT, NAPT for the source NAT and the destination NAT are also supported. Layer 3 routing, including the RIP and the OSPF, static routes are under development and will be available in the beginning of the Q4. The VPN are also sufficient, including the OpenVPN, IPsec, the GRE, L2TP, and DMVPN. And finally, for the cloud management, we are supporting Microsoft Azure and Amazon AWS cloud platform through the MQTT and the RESTful API. For the private cloud requirements, we have WoMaster software packages. Please contact our salesperson for more information about the WoMaster. So, in summary, with the specific hardware design and software features, W329 series is the best choice for the networking device of the connected car service. Let's see more example applications. This slide shows the W329 provides in the smart transportation. For the smart bus, with 12 voltage with booster for up to 8 PoE for IP camera service and 1 gigabit uplink for the NVR system. Wi-Fi onboarding hotspot service with captive portal providing internet access and the passenger authentication service. All connected passengers are possible to be managed with different privileges. Up to 2 LTE modules for aggregated bandwidth or traffic diversion. For example, the passenger data by the first LTE module and the bus status report by the second LTE module. WoMaster also provides outdoor IP67 combo antenna for the LTE plus Wi-Fi plus GPS all-in-one to ease the deployment. The most important feature will be cloud management. W329 integrate AWS and Azure agent for the field data upload to the cloud through MQTT and RESTful API. So with the W329 all-in-one and well-designed hardware and software features, cloud management is easy to achieve. For example, the people counting sensor, cloud management for smart bus. For the refrigerator car, you can upload temperature sensor or the door open counting sensor data to the cloud for the advanced analysis. For the bank truck, the UBI dongle with the route tracking, brake tracking, stall tracking can be analyzed on the cloud platform. In summary, the smart transportation is the process to convey the edge intelligence to cloud by the intelligent IIoT router W329P. The second product for the smart transportation is WoMaster W316 series, which focus on the roadside intelligence with wireless PoE in the ring network. W316 is a LT PoE router with ERPS v2 ring network. It has two main highlights. The first highlight is for software part. The 4 gigabit Ethernet network with 4 copper and 2 SLP fiber with ITU-T G.AT32 ERPS v2 and the layer 2 management functions are supported in W316 LTE router. It is still an exclusive design. The second highlight for the highway part, while operating temperature ranging from the -40 to 75, EN 5121-4 and the NEMA TS2 compliance design to provide non-stop service in the harsh environments. So let's dig more features in the next slide. This slide shows the detailed product appearance of the highway configuration. 2 SMA for the LTE, 2T2R MIMO, and the dual SIM design for the SIM redundancy. 4-port gigabit copper and the 2-port gigabit SLP supports ERPS ring and their two management functions. System LED also for the outlook of the system status. 1 USB port for the configuration and the firmware management. WR316 hardware design is simple but sufficient. You know the software value are the key for the smart transportation. We already have ERPS and the layer 2 functions. AWS and the Azure Cloud Agent is also built in. We are working on more and more software features, including the first, the wireless over ERPS, which to use the wireless link, the over ERPS ring network. The second is the cellular redundant gateway. You know that the ring network redundancy is for one link fail. We are targeting to back up when two links failed in the ring network. More information about the wireless ERPS detailed design and application, please join the next webinar in October. So WR316 is designed for the roadside traffic control box. First of all, the ERPS ring is used to form a ring network with upper layer managed switches, including all WoMaster switch product or other vendor switch with the ERPS support. Moreover, the ERPS is standard protocol. It is possible to deploy ERPS ring network from the field site to the control room with different ring topology, which means the configuration effort of the ring network can be minimized. With the ring network and the LTE VPN support, central control digests data from the vehicle sensors, monitoring current traffic and road condition to operate real-time message signs, traffic lights, dispatch of emergency vehicles, and even actively respond to the warned driver of accidents, weather conditions, and heavy traffic, which will result in safer driving and more efficient and comfortable travel. The selection guide shows the different combination in terms of the Ethernet, wireless radio, USB, SIM number, and so on of the WR329 and the WR316 series for your reference. Please contact our salesperson for more model selection support. Here is the WoMaster IoT product portfolio. From the field side end nodes, with the LoRa and the NB-IoT technology, we are planning to announce at the Q4 2018 to the IoT gateway and router WR316 and the WR329 for the smart transportation. To the cloud platform, including the AWS agent, Microsoft Azure agent, and WoMaster proprietary SIMmaster cloud platform. To the embedded smart city box we introduced last month's webinar, and the software technology wireless ERPS in the next month's webinar. WoMaster is always positioned ourselves as master in the IoT world. So we are hoping and inviting you to join our IoT venture. And thank you for your kind attention. I wonder, does anyone have any questions? So I'm going to unmute, so maybe you can tell me your question after I overview.
So this is Jens Jacobsen here. I'm wondering if you could say something about the different country certifications.
这样可以吗？ Could somebody, if you have question, just make a sound. Okay. Which countries do you have stick? Hello. And somebody asked, which countries do you have the certification for? I wonder if the E is for the EMC or for the radio. Because for the EMC part, we have a standard EMC certificate for the EN51-121-4. And for the radio parts, we have the EN31301, A93, and 301-493 certificate for the radio parts. Okay, let's for the first question. Please just send me a message if my answer didn't suit for you. And for the second question, how many client connections does the router support? Our standard support for the Wi-Fi radio is the 64 client, up to 64 clients. Anyone has further question, please just send a message, please. For the certification, depend on countries. I think you can send your request and we can check for my local lab for the certificate for the specific country regulations about the wireless or EMC parts. We have the corporate lab for all the countries in the world. We can evaluate all the certificate possibilities. The standard certification will be EU and the FCC. And for the region itself, we need to discuss with labs. Thanks for your question. Does anyone want to send some messages about the questions? I think we can wait for about 20 seconds if there's no further questions. Okay, so I'm going to switch the microphone to my colleague Tanya for the finish.
Okay, that's the end of today's webinar. Thank you all for joining us today. This slide shows our contact addresses and email and our social media accounts. Please join us on Facebook and LinkedIn to stay up to date to our latest news. And our third webinar workshop will take place on October 12th at the same time, 10 a.m. CAT. And we will send you Zoom meeting ID close to the date. So see you in October. Bye.